everybody, this is Mark Pizzata, and today we are going to take a look at text structures and text features, which are going to help us make sense of what we're reading. So text structures work with but are slightly different than text types. Some text types are going to fit into multiple different text structures based on how they're used. Now, I usually break up text structures into 6 basic categories. We've got the descriptive structure, which is organized around a topic with parts or traits followed by details describing that trait. Then we've got the sequence structure, which is usually chronological and walks through a process or a story one step at a time. A comparison structure has 2 or more subjects, and then comparison contrasts them based on different category. A cause and effect structure includes an effect or more than one effect, and then either one or more causes. A problem solution structure looks a lot like a cause and effect structure, but then adds 1 or more solutions with the pros and cons of each one of the solutions afterwards. Finally, the argument structure starts with a claim, provides some reasoning and evidence for the claim, and sometimes includes 1 or more counterclaims with some sort of refute to those counterclaims. Now, each of these structures has a basic outline that they typically follow. And for us as readers, what's important is that we're able to identify the correct structure to help us organize our thoughts and anticipate what the text is doing and where it's going. One metaphor that I use to think about this is a junk drawer. So in a normal junk drawer, a lot of times there's stuff all over the place and there's not a whole lot of organization. It's hard to find stuff. Whereas when we have a junk drawer with some sort of organization either built into it or an insert, then it's a lot easier to find things. And that's true with how our brains work when it comes to text structures and how we organize the information in that structure. The last thing that we want to consider when we are looking at building our knowledge of text is to think about what is the language features. Different text types and structures are going to have different language features. For example, in a recipe, you're going to see a lot of command sentences, which probably wouldn't work so well if we were writing a travel brochure. So some of the things that I look for when I'm looking at text features include things like, what are the print aids that the text has that helps show the organization of a text? For example, I might look for a table of contents or an appendix. I might also look at the illustrations that are used to add to the text. Some examples might include photos and drawings. I take a look at the organizational aids that help readers identify important words or phrases, and typically you'll see this with bolded text or headings or sidebars. And finally, I look for graphical aids that represent information in a visual format. So for example, an author might use a diagram or figures or a map to help present information. More than just knowing text and language features, readers need to understand how authors use these features when they write to help create meaning and navigate the text. They offer these clues to help us as readers improve our comprehension of a text. Thanks for joining us. If you thought the video was helpful, hit that like button, share it with a friend. Go ahead and add your comments below, or you can always join us at thelearningframework.com for more resources and videos.